Good morning, all. So, we are going to start a chapter that is what you know very well, special theory of relativity. Special special theory of relativity. Under this chapter, we are going to discuss what is Galilean transformation. Galilean transformation. What is Galilean transformation? Galilean transformations. See here, Galilean transformations are used to transform the coordinates like position and time from one inertial frame to another inertial frame. So you know very well what is inertial frame and what is non-inertial frame. In the last class I told you already. Okay, now suppose let us assume two frames of reference. Let us assume two frames of reference. So they are represented by S and S dash. See there, I am assuming two reference frames here. This is one frame and this one is another frame. I am taking two reference frames. So here this frame is represented by S and this one is represented by S dash frame. Okay, and whose coordinates? Let us assume origins are O and O dash, and their coordinates can be taken as here x dash and y dash. Here I am taking z and z dash. Here, so all are parallel to each other. These two frames are parallel to each other. Okay, now here S dash frame, moving with some constant velocity. Here S dash frame is moving with constant velocity. Here I am assuming point P. Here S frame is which is in rest position. This is in rest position, and this one is moving with constant velocity. V. Constant velocity V. Okay, now so see here the distance here S dash frame is moving with the constant velocity V. Now let us assume an event takes place in the S dash frame at point P. Any event, any action takes place at point P in S dash frame. Remember, an event takes place in S dash frame at point P. You must remember. Okay, now if you want to describe that event, if you want to describe this event with respect to S dash, we need four coordinates. So we want to describe this event at point P with respect to S dash frame. We required four coordinates. What are the coordinates here? X dash, y dash, z dash and t dash. Four coordinates we required to describe this an event at point P. And similarly, to describe this event with respect to S, we required here also four coordinates. What are the coordinates? X coordinates, Y coordinate, and Z, and finally time t. So we required four coordinates. Three are position coordinates, and where the fourth one is time coordinate. Okay, so by using these coordinates, to make the relationship between these coordinates as simple as possible, let us choose our axis so that x and x dash are parallel to x dash are parallel to v. See there, here, the event the distance from here to from S to P can be taken as here x. Okay, now the velocity of S dash frame with respect to S can be v, therefore the distance from here to here can be taken as vt. Okay, vt, right? So now the distance from here to here can be taken as, with respect to S dash, can be written as here x dash. Okay, x dash. Now what we have to do, let us also count the time from the instant at which the origins O and O dash coincide. Initially, let us assume these two coordinates are coincide with each other. So after time t, it is travel the distance vt with constant velocity v. So therefore, let us write the distance traveled by S dash frame from S dash frame from S. That means O dash from O can be written as here. You must remember there. It can be written as x equal to this one, x equal to the distance from here to here can be what? X equal to position coordinates along the x direction. X equal to can be written as x dash plus vt, x dash plus vt. Okay, so from this one, x dash can be written as x dash is equal to x minus vt. So x dash is equal to x minus vt. Transformation equations which transform from one frame to another frame, one inertial frame to another inertial frame. Now x dash can be written as x minus vt, and see there, here the reference S dash frame is moving with constant velocity along the x direction only. There is no motion along the y direction, z direction. Okay, so therefore we can write x dash is equal to x minus vt, and y dash remains same y, and z dash remains same z, and t dash can also be written as t. Okay, t. So these four equations are called Galilean transformation equations. These four equations are called Galilean transformation equations. Okay, you must remember x dash is equal to x minus vt, y dash is equal to y, z dash is equal to z, and t dash is equal to t. These four equations are called Galilean transformation equations, and also these are called Galilean transformation equations. Galilean transformation equations. Okay, now so if you see a few more equations, see there, Galilean inverse Galilean transformations. So see there, how can we write inverse Galilean transformation equations? See there, x can be written as x is equal to x dash plus vt, x equal to x dash plus vt, and y is equal to y dash, and similarly z is equal to z dash, and t equal to t dash. These equations are called inverse Galilean transformations. Inverse Galilean transformation equations. Transformation equations. Okay, so remember these are called Galilean transformation equations and these are called inverse Galilean transformation equations. Let us see, let us convert the velocity components. See there, by using these Galilean transformation equations, let us see how the velocity is varied, how the acceleration is changed. Okay, so let us see. We know that here we know that Galilean transformation equations along the x direction, position along the x direction can be taken as x dash is equal x dash equal to x dash equal to x minus vt, x dash is equal to x minus vt. Now the differentiate with respect to t, differentiate with respect to t, when we differentiate this above equation, what we get there? So if we differentiate this equation, what we get there? See here, d x dash by dt equal to dx by dt, where velocity is constant, right, same, and here dt by dt equal to 1. So dx dash by dt equal to dx by dt minus v. So how can we write dx dash by dt can be written as u dash equal to dx by dt can be written as u minus v, So this is the equation which represents velocity with respect to s dash frame, u dash is equal to u minus v. Now, so acceleration, now again differentiate this equation with respect to t. So differentiate above equation with respect to t, So what we get there? Du dash by dt. So that equal to du dash by dt, that equal to so what we get there? What we get there? So du by dt. Here velocity is constant. Remember, velocity is constant. Now the dv by dt goes to 0. Differentiation of this velocity is equal to 0. We will get 0. Therefore, we will get du dash by dt, that is equal to du by dt. So this can also be written as a dash equal to a. This shows that all inertial reference frames, a body will be observed to have the same acceleration. See there, so different inertial frame body is observed that it has the same acceleration, a dash equal to a, Okay, so these are all are called Galilean transformation equations. So one more thing we have to see here. One more thing we have to know here, Galilean invariance. Galilean invariance. Galilean invariance. Galilean invariance. See here, Galilean invariance. Now, according to Galilean transformation, some quantities like velocity are changed, while some quantities like mass, length, time, acceleration, etc. are not changed. Remember one thing here. Here, according to Galilean transformation, some quantities like velocity, here velocity is changed. See there, velocity is changed. But what happened here? Acceleration doesn't change. So that means here mass, time, length, acceleration are not changed. The quantities are the laws that do not change under a transformation are called invariants. Invariants. See there, the quantities such as the quantities are the laws that do not change. See there, the quantities, the quantities are laws, are the laws that do not change, under a transformation. The quantities are the laws that do not change under a transformation are called invariants. The quantities are the laws that do not change under transformation are called invariants. Now see, the quantities already we know that mass, time, length, here mass, length, time, here mass, length, time and acceleration are the quantities, they do not change under a transformation. Now let us see one law. Let us take Newton laws. Newton laws are invariants. So first let us take Newton's second law. So initially you know that Newton's second law, what is Newton's second law? F equal to ma, generally we write. This can also be written as m into d square x by dt square, right? M into d square x by dt square. Now let us take here a transformation equation, x dash is equal to x minus vt. So differentiate this one with respect to t, then what we get there? Dx dash by dt, that is equal to dx by dt minus v, where v velocity is constant. And again differentiate with respect to t, what we get there? D square x dash by dt square, that equal to d square x by dt square, right? Differentiation of v goes to 0 because v is constant. And from these two equations we can write that f is equal to m into d square x by dt square, that is equal to f dash, So f, force acting on the body with respect to S frame. This is what with respect to S frame. S frame is equal to force acting on the body with respect to S dash frame. Both are same. Therefore, Newton laws are invariant. Under the Galilean transformation equations. Okay. Similarly, conservation of momentum also observed that this conservation of momentum remains invariant under the Galilean transformation. See there, Newton laws are invariant under the Galilean transformations, and also conservation of momentum also invariant under the Galilean transformation equations. But what happened? few laws are variant, few laws are not constant in both the different frames. See, for example, if we take electricity and magnetism, if we take electricity and magnetism, see, electricity and magnetism. If you take electricity, the fundamental equations of electricity and magnetism, and magnetism. These, the fundamental equations of electricity and magnetism, are variant under the Galilean transformation equations. Further, if we measure the speed of light as c in x direction in S frame, then S dash frame, the value comes out to be like this: c dash is equal to c minus Vx. C dash is equal to c minus Vx. See there, but according to the special theory of relativity, the velocity of light should have the same value in non-inertial frames. See here one thing, the laws, the fundamental laws of electricity and magnetism are changing in S and S dash frames. And also the light velocity also changed. So in S frame, the velocity of light is c. But with respect to S dash frame, the velocity of light is c dash is equal to c minus Vx. So that means under the Galilean transformations, the fundamental laws, few fundamental laws, and also velocity of light is changing. But according to the special theory of relativity, all the physical laws are invariant in different inertial frames, and also light velocity is constant in different inertial frames. That means light velocity is constant in the universe. Okay, so here, especially if we come to the, when we discuss the light velocity, where the Galilean transformations are failed. So just the velocity which is less than the light velocity, Newton, here Galilean transformation equations are valid. But when the particle is traveling with the light velocity, here Galilean transformations are not suitable to discuss the motion. So for this, we have to make the electricity and magnetism, the fundamental laws of electricity and magnetism also invariant. And we have to make the light velocity also constant in two different frames, S frame and S dash frame. This is what S frame and this is what S dash frame. We have to make this equation. That means here the velocity of light is same, here the velocity of light is same. We have to make it. And the few fundamental laws, electricity and magnetism, also invariant. So to make it invariant for these two things, we have to use few more transformation equations. So they are called Lorentz transformation equations. Lorentz transformation equations. Lorentz transformation equations.